sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, we got half of our sponsors in the studio
That's
today.
right.
That is pretty good. That's good. Frank Barton.
And I know because I got the bill right here.
Oh, you got the bill.
I got the
Are you
bill
bringing
in the
it to
mail
me?
yesterday.
Frank, do you get a bill too?
Every month.
Every month. There comes Frank Barton in the studio.
I was just wondering, our good friend Don King singing your intro. You know,
Yeah.
he's going to be down on your show here
Next week.
Next week.
Uh-huh.
Maybe he'll sing it live. You know, coming in from segment.
Yeah, he might do that.
He might bring his guitar.
He might bring his. I don't know. He's bringing his guitar.
All those
Yeah,
times we've had down, we've never actually asked him to actually play the theme song.
I don't know
just
if he
realized
remembers
that.
it. You know, I mean, he did it so many years ago. I mean, yeah, it's. I'm sure it's on his hit parade that he does.
Yeah, you know.
With those things. But hey, there's a big event getting ready to kick off next week over at one of my favorite places to go, Pigeon Forge, and I know Frank Barton. We've brought Frank in on all the same. We'll bring him in right now. Pigeon Forge is a special place for you, Frank. Tell our listeners why.
Well, my family has a little bit of property up there that we rent out.
Yes, you do.
On occasion.
On occasion, and you have been to Wilderness Wildlife Week.
It's not since it's been moved.
Well, it hadn't been moved very long.
That's
so,
right.
We're going to talk to the gentleman, and I've had talked to Leon before because good night. He's been with the Pigeon Forge Department of Tourism since September of 1988, and that's when I became the outdoor editor of the Commercial Appeal that same year. So we share an interest there. But he's the executive director of the Department of Tourism in Pigeon Forge. Good morning, Leon Downey. How you doing?
How are you, Larry? Hope you're doing well.
We are doing well. Anytime I can talk about Pigeon Forge, anytime I can talk about Wilderness Wildlife Week, because 27 years, that in itself blows my mind, because I was at the second or third. I can't remember which one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wandering around in the
wandering
wilderness.
around because, you know, it has one of my favorite words, free. You know, I mean, you know, just get there and it's there. And that's what I like about it. And Leon, we want to talk to Leon because, you know, last year, if I'm not mistaken, was the first year that it moved from January to the spring. Right, Leon?
You're exactly right, Larry. Yes.
And our listeners would like to understand the transition in that.
Sure. Well, we love doing it. We started it in January because to help with our Winterfest promotion that we started 27 years ago.
Yes.
Bring people into the area. But the challenge with it, as you said, it's a totally free event, so we provide free bus transportation to all of the outdoor excursions and things of that nature. So in January, the challenge becomes, because of the possibility of snow and ice.
Oh, possibility, yeah.
Closure of roads that you can't get people to hike, plus the liability to the city. And it's just a real challenge. People can't get to the event. Other people, the presenters, can't get there. So we made the decision 2 years ago to move it last year to the spring, which opens up all sorts of possibilities to go whitewater rafting, tubing, to get in the river. We have new this year. We have a children's trout fishing tournament. So it just You've got migratory birds at this time of the year, amazing wildflowers, even more wildflowers now than ever because of the fire cleared away so much of the leaves and things that kept flowers from blooming. So it's people. I know people who came in January disappointed that it was moved, but it's for us as a city. It's and I think for people, they're going to find a lot more to do.
And it was a change. A lot of people, anytime you change something, you're going to affect some people. So you made it through the first year, and you're into the second year of it now, and we're coming off the tragic fires in your area. So the effect, maybe some folks are going to come to see how you folks have been able to bounce back. So talk a little bit about the abilities to hike in certain areas, because we got a lot of folks here in Memphis that will come over there for the hikes. And
sure.
So how has that affected your hiking areas?
Well, there was actually, because of the fires, there's 4 trails that are closed right now this year. And we actually, on Thursday, we had another major wind event up there that closed some additional trails because of blowdown. So,
yeah, that's what I was wondering, because that wind whipped through here and
over 90 miles an hour in places up there. So they
really
closed some additional trails because of blowdowns down there. So, and as you know, the Park Service doesn't cut trees unless they're blocking a roadway or a trail. So, but no, hiking. The thing people need to understand is the fires that occurred on November the 28th. Only affected about 2% of the national park. As you know, the park's 352,000 acres, and the fire consumed 11,000 acres. So,
wow.
While that's a lot of land, it's a very small percentage of the park. And then in that section, less than 0.25% of that 2% was actually seriously burned.
Wow.
So we had a travel rider fam tour outdoor travel rider fam tour in early April.
Uh-huh.
And we went to the Twin Creeks Research Area with them above Gatlinburg there, and it was totally, the fire went through there, but it was a low-impact burn.
Yeah.
All the duff layers, that's what the Park Service calls the leaf and debris that accumulates year after year, was gone, and the journalists were taking pictures of stumps and things like that that were charred.
Yeah.
The base of them were little not tulips, but jonquils and things coming up that had never been bloomed before, because now there's no duff layer over them.
Well, that's what, and I know Dave Gabbert being here, being a member of the TWRA and the biologist and things along that line, burns are part of the routine.
Yep.
And I know new growth.
Exactly.
Yeah, we hope it comes out quickly, but just to see the new growth is pretty amazing. How God can create and get those things going back again. Again, we're talking to Leon Downey. He is the executive director of the Department of Tourism in Pigeon Forge. Wilderness Wildlife Week, and boy, I know you popped out November 28th right quick off. I mean, you didn't have to worry about what that date was.
That's a date that sort of lives in infamy.
That's right.
In Sevier County's minds, I tell you.
It does. But talk a little bit. And, folks, I'm going to tell you, in my times up there, and we really appreciate the folks, Trish and all the ones at Bohan Media, because helping us out. But if you've never been to Wilderness Wildlife Week, you need to go. May 9th. That's coming up. That's real soon.
Next Tuesday.
To listen to and watch the Ken Jenkins, Judy Phelps, and Friends program about Beauty from the Ashes. That's at 7:45. It's free. It's the most inspirational time that I've ever had in my journeys to Pigeon Forge. It packs out there at the LeConte Center, a special room. Now that they got that LeConte Center will blow your mind too, Leon. I mean, you've got the facility, but that event itself is worth going to this.
Over 220 free classes.
Free!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And on the first day, there's 22 new programs on the first day. 35 outdoor excursions, more than 50 vendors, exhibitors. It's just, if you love the outdoors, if you're a nature lover, or want to learn more about Great Smoky Mountains National Park, Wilderness Wildlife Week's week's a great way to do that.
And Leon, I know you've been there. I'm not saying forever, but I mean you've been there for.
Man, I'm old, Larry.
No, I'm just saying I'm older than you, so you're just a pup, So I've been around for a long time. This event is really important to your community, isn't it?
It truly is, because we all love the park, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and that's what this event's all about, learning more about the park. It's just it's amazing how diverse the program is, and people can go to our website, mypigeonforge.com.
Yes, I was waiting for you to say that. Yeah.
A drop-down bar there and learn about all the programming that's going on every day. It's truly an amazing. And the other thing that's amazing is the people, the presenters who come, not paid anything. They donate their time. Just like I say, this first day there's 22 programs.
Wow.
People want to be a part of this program because it's so well known now. It's to our knowledge, there's not another program like it anywhere in the country.
No, and if there is, they're modeling it after you. I know that. And once again, this is May. That's Tuesday through what?
Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday, all free event. It's headquartered out of that beautiful LeConte Center, and I know Frank, you've seen that facility, and it's pretty amazing.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Right on the way to my place.
Yeah, right on the way to Frank's place. Yeah.
Golfview Resort.
That's it.
That's
it.
Got that plug in, didn't I?
Exactly right.
Yeah, a little free advertising.
Yeah, you know where that is, don't you, Leon?
Well, you bet I do. Sure.
Yeah. And that's where I try to stay when I go over there because I
don't blame you.
I like to play
Great
golf,
sport.
and Frank knows that. But I'm really serious. I know it's a late notice. We wanted to get Leon on today, right up before the event, because you folks, the weather. We never know what the weather's going to be. We got a beautiful weekend here, but you need to get there. I mean, the Ken Jenkins program, Leon, is really one of the highlights.
Oh, I agree with you. It's one of my favorite programs. Ken is, of course, the originator. He came to us in 1989 with the idea of doing Wilderness Wildlife Week. So we call him the father of Wilderness Wildlife Week, but he is, you're exactly right. He's such an amazing photographer and inspirational speaker, and then Judy Phelps is with her music. It's just an amazing program. It'll be, as you said, it'll be standing room only.
Well, Leon, thank you, buddy. And you can go to mypigeonforge.com. You can go to my website, lroutdoors.com. We got all the information about it. Leon, thanks, buddy, and have a great one. And I want to come next year. Okay, I hadn't been in the spring. I'm going to mark it on my calendar, okay?
I'm going to sick Trish on you.
Sick her on me. I'm ready. Okay, thanks, Leon. Have a great day.
Thank you, Larry.
All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We have bonus Frank Barton in-house with the two brothers, Daryl and Daryl.
Yep.
Gene Smith with a clean-cut hairdo. It looks nice, And Dave Gabbert. And
with no haircut.
Greg Ratliff taking care of. We'll be right back, and it's let's talk some fishing.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little strange phenomenon.
Strange phenomenon, Outdoors with Larry. Ooh.